As the world continues to spin and get more stupid and ridiculous every every day, every single day, man. There's always something new. There's always a plethora of stories for me to talk about, so I don't think I'm ever gonna run out of content as long as we have the liberal news media out here spitting out some BS and people out here just doing BS. I try to live my life as like normal as I can, so hopefully I won't have to be doing a story about myself one day. But we got two freaking ridiculous. Oh man, I've been so damn busy today. Took my son to the doctors. He had this little skin procedure done. So what? They took about 4 hours just getting back right now, but he's all tightened up. Got him a couple toys, and now he's good. He's downstairs. I don't give a damn about daddy right now. But look, this freaking world is burning. I got two stories to share with you guys today, and both of them are absolutely ridiculous. One of them you might not have heard about, but if you've seen it, you probably like scrolling down your Google feed or something like that, Yahoo News. Which, by the way, dude, Yahoo News. If you ever get on there, 98% of the stories are like death, murder, kill, but like they got eviscerated. Like I'm like, what in the hell? I can't even watch this stuff. Like I'm in a bad mood, just like trying to scroll and see what the see what the weather is, and you seeing all this freaking death and destruction on Yahoo News. I don't know, man. I deleted that browser. I'm cool on them. I'll use them when I need them. But one of these stories, so you probably just seen it just scrolling down. Maybe you're scrolling through Facebook, seeing it. You're like, oh, that's stupid. That ain't real. It's real. And then the other story, it's been in the news a lot. I think everybody's using the same video that I'm going to use to talk about the story, but I will just put my own little spin on it. So without further ado, we will get into these stories because, as usual, I don't have a whole bunch of time. My son could bust in his room at any minute. Talk about, Daddy, help me put together these Legos, which he knows I'm not going to do. I'm not putting together any Legos. I don't have the brain capacity to do all that. I mean, I swear to God, man, kids want the world. So, oh God. All right. Let's do it how we usually do it. Let me open this up. I'll open it up with the dumbest, ridiculous story straight off the rip. All right. I don't know if y'all have ever seen this story, but there's a woman. She's going viral. Yep, you see it. This woman right here is going viral. A ninja for buying a 1998 Ford Escort for $289 a month for the next 84 months. That's 7 years. I think it's 6 or 7 years if you do the math. Look at this busted ass little car. She's happy too. She's happy. Man, who is this guy right there? He's gonna let. I don't know if he's a salesman. If you ever come across a salesman that look like that, you better get the hell up out of the building, cause he will sell you freaking. I don't know. He'll sell you anything. He'll sell you literally anything. If it's broke, he'll sell it to you. Get away from that guy. But look at this busted ass car. She happy too. Like, oh, I got my papers. Man, I swear to God, this thing is probably a death trap. I guarantee you the brakes don't work. The tires are about to go bad. It's got a rock chip. The engine's about to blow. I mean, it's an old ass car. It's riding right now for the first week, but when them troubles start, she's gonna be in a world of trouble. But this leads to a bigger problem. Like, what are our women doing today? I mean, I think if you had, let me see. This woman, okay, I'll tell you what she could do to get a good man. Take off that whole outfit, okay? Take that whole outfit, swipe left, okay? Swipe left on that whole damn outfit. Take this bullshit out of your hair right there and go natural. Even if it's a little bit shorter, just go natural. Yeah, like I said, put you a nice little sundress. Oh, well, it's wintertime right now. So just put you a nice little fuzzy sweater on and some yoga pants. I mean, that is the standard just woman outfit in the wintertime. Fuzzy sweater, yoga pants, Ugg boots, something besides that shit you got on your feet right there. And present yourself. But she probably got about 3 kids by like 4 different guys. But present yourself like a decent woman, man. You can probably get somebody pretty decent to help you not get into to help you avoid a deal like this. I mean, this is atrocious right here. So it leads to that bigger problem. Our women today are in trouble. That's why they're out here getting sassy, selling assy, you know what I'm saying, getting rhinoplasty, man. Like, I swear to God. I swear to God, man, we in trouble out here. But so they're saying that the car is probably not worth more than, I don't know who that guy is. They're saying the car is probably not worth more than $1,500, and instead she's gonna pay. So what? She's gonna damn near. I'm not good at math, and I never was, but the car's worth $1,500. I mean, that's like a 10x right there, man. This dealership absolutely worked her, and it's a shame. It is a sister. It's a shame she didn't have anybody there to counsel her to not get into a stupid deal like this. But hey, man, this is what these women, they want to be strong, single, independent. You got your strong, independent, single, about to have your damn engine blown in about T minus 2 weeks. I can tell how weak those tires are too. Just looking at them right here, you can tell them things are about to blow. So I hope you ain't got your damn 5 kids in there by 8 different guys. I hope you don't have all those kids in there with this fucking tire blows. Man, this is a travesty, dude. I swear to God, we are gone out here. But anyway, like I said, I'm just here to capture America blowing up and watching it hit the iceberg and just sink to the bottom. And I'm sinking right along with it. I mean, I'm right here in this world, right along with y'all. I'm just here to document it. So, man, look at this guy. Like, imagine, how does a car salesman sleep at night after doing this? Like, oh, man, I got that bitch. Like, oh, my God, man. She has, just think about it. A credit score is pretty much like whether we trust you or not to pay the loan back. Her credit is so low. Her trust level is so low that creditor pretty much said, this girl ain't paying nothing back. To get a rate like that, I think they said that the rate was like 79% interest rate, something like that. I mean, come on, bro. You'd be better off just stealing a car. Like, why not try that, man? Steal the car. Obviously, she don't have an OnlyFans or anything like that because that's the way a lot of these ladies are getting paid today and getting paid decently. Well, some of them get paid decently to get a better deal than this. But pretty much like your credit score is, do we trust you to pay us back? They don't trust her worth a day. They don't trust her as far as they can throw her. I mean, this is a damn shame. Your credit has to be at about a 2. You gotta have about a 2 credit score to get a rate like that. 79%, I think. Y'all can Google it, and I could be wrong. I'm gonna be wrong on a lot of things, but who cares? I'm still ripping with it. But yeah, man. I mean, this is absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know if you guys have heard about the lady Megan Hall, a nice, beautiful lady. Absolutely beautiful. She was a police officer at, I don't know what police station, but let's see. This is her. So I'm sure you guys have heard about Megan Hall. She's famous in the news right now.
Findings of sexual misconduct rock the Laverne Police Department.
Okay, so wherever the Laverne Police Department is, this is where this lady was previously employed. So she's rocking social medias and rocking her previous police department with 1, 2, 3, 4 ninjas and one Rodriguez over here. So 4 ninjas, 1 Rodriguez. This girl was absolutely getting her back blown out by the other officers in her building. And I think this guy, he was the chief of police. So the chief of police was like, ain't no fun if the chief can't have some. So he got in there. And Radamez over here, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? She just had a thing for like anybody that's not white, pretty much. Because she does have a husband, and she is still married, which is insane. That guy, he's got to get the award for early simp of the year already. I mean, if you're going to stay with that woman, and wait till you see her. I mean, I know I said that she's a beautiful lady. Obviously, I was just joking. But let's get into this video right here and see. Okay, real quick. Let me just throw the backstory at you real quick. She pretty much got her back blown out by all of these officers. I don't know how it got brought up, but she got exposed. They got exposed. These 5 guys right here, just like the franchise 5 guys, these 5 guys got fired, and so did she. the thing about it is, and this happened a couple months ago, I think, maybe weeks, but I think it's a couple months ago when she got fired. But now she's coming back in the news talking about, I'm going to play the victim because these guys, they had me as a sexual target. They groomed me. I was just a piece of meat. So pretty much doing the normal woman thing is no accountability, right? And I think, actually, I know the reason why she's doing this is because this woman will never be able to work she's obviously not going to be a cop again. She's never going to have a normal 9 to 5 job anywhere. Her face is glued all over the internet. You see her in so many memes that are funny as hell. So no matter what job, just say if she was to get a job at a Subway or a McDonald's or a Qdoba or something like that, everybody's going to know her. Everybody's going to make jokes. She's going to be embarrassed. So this is her way of playing the victim and staying out of the normal job market. So she can go ahead and sue, hopefully make enough money to probably, if she was smart, she would get her OnlyFans cracking. Because even though this woman is absolutely horrific, I think she is, I wouldn't touch her with somebody else's, if you know what I mean. I don't care how drunk I was, I would not touch this lady. But if she was smart, she would use this to boost her OnlyFans career. And I'm guaranteed she can get paid a lot.
And the police
Shit, I just hit
all
that.
fired.
She can get paid a lot because everybody knows her. Everybody, no matter if she's atrocious or what, people want to see her rocking the mic. People want to see her getting down and dirty. People want to see her getting back shots and stuff like that. So she can make a decent career off of OnlyFans. Honestly, that's probably the only way you're going to be able to make a living besides suing the police department, what you're doing right now. So, and just think about it. If one of these brothers right here or Rodamez over there in the corner try to pull this antic right here, man, that should have get shut down in a New York second. But let's see what this lady has to say, what she has to play the victim about.
One of those officers, Megan Hall, became the face of the scandal and the target of nationwide ridicule, and she's now filed a federal lawsuit.
Tonight, in an exclusive interview with our Nick Barris, Hall describes a toxic workplace behind closed doors and how sexual misconduct spiraled out of control.
Megan Hall was 24 years old when she was hired as an officer here at the Laverne Police Department 2 years ago. Her plan was to have a career in law enforcement.
I bet it was.
She now knows that dream is likely over.
I remember while interviewing for the position at Laverne Police.
Look at this lady right here. Look at her. I know a lot of guys out there that would just blaze this lady down. They do everything in the book to her. But me, I would not touch this lady. She's got premature turkey neck right here. And I hate, look, I'm just describing her. I'm not taking shots at her. So, okay. So there's no virtual bullying or whatever you want to call it, YouTube. I'm not doing that. I'm just describing what she looks like. She's got premature turkey neck going right here. She got a little mouth. And that leads me to believe right here, a lot of guys probably couldn't resist that thing right there. I think this thing was absolutely lethal. Her mouth was absolutely lethal. But she's got cake face. And she's not too big. She probably looks about 160 pounds, something like that. So I don't know how tall she is, but she's not the biggest lady. Let's see what else she has to say about playing the victim, mate.
Police department, they described the environment as a family. However, while I was aspiring to protect my community, the Laverne Police Department was not protecting me.
By now, most of the country knows what happened. Hall, 4 other officers, and the police chief were fired last month. This after two.
Ain't no fun if the chief can't have none. Dude, 1, 2, 3, 4 ninjas and Rodamez right here, man. That girl had jungle fever. Look, this dude right here in the corner, he look like he's ready to clap some cheeks. Look at him.
2 separate investigations found that Hall engaged in sexual activity and/or shared intimate photos and videos with several male officers. The chief and 2 sergeants were among those implicated. Now Hall and her attorney, Wesley Clark, are suing those 3 supervisors and the city in federal court for civil rights violations.
Megan wasn't looked at like a rookie cop to be trained and promoted.
You're lying. You're lying. She was looking to be trained, and I think that's exactly what she got. She also got promoted to chief head doctor.
Was looked at as a piece of meat to be sexualized and exploited.
Since the story broke, Hall...
Do you really think a guy can pull that? Just say if one of these officers came back and he was like, oh my God, you know something? Megan treated me as a piece of meat. I just feel so degraded. I feel undressed. I can't even go out into public anymore without somebody noticing me, man. I can't even get a normal job. You really think that shit's going to fly with a guy? No.
Hall, the lone female officer fired.
By the way, it's National Women's Month, and y'all out here catching some damn L's.
An only woman on the second shift became a target nationwide for sexual jokes and taunting.
I received harassing and threatening messages on my phone daily. I felt like I had been terrorized.
And yes,
oh, you felt like you've been terrorized, right? Okay, well, let me go. I'll come right back to this video in a second. And let's see Megan Hall before, when she wasn't feeling all terrorized. Look at this. This is Megan Hall. This is the same lady, by the way. Look, you can see that same bird face that she got and that big ass forehead. Look, this is her having a ball. Bull riding. Look at her. Yo, them officers seen that. They were like, yeah, I'm about to smash this. But yeah, that was her. Look at this. Yeah, that's her. That's her. That's Megan Hall. And now... oh my God, alright. Oh my God, man. Yep, they're gonna strike this video because I'm not shooting that over. I'm not shooting this video, you son of a bitch. Oh my God, I could YouTube, man. They wouldn't let me exit the screen. Maybe it's my computer going slow, but...
now she is suing. No criminal charges have been filed in the case. Hall knows there are those who will say she was a consenting adult who willingly participated in sexual antics in violation of police department policy.
Obviously
and that
consenting.
Now she wants to blame others, including one sergeant who targeted her early on.
I know what most people are saying. You know, you could have said no. I get it.
Pretty much.
But my response to them is that I did.
The pipe was too good. Her response is, what she's thinking is, that pipe was way too good. And then Rodamez come through with the hook, and you know what I'm saying? You know how those Mexicans do. He probably come through with some spike. Man, the hook was too good. She had 4 BBCs and 1 Rodamez. And her husband's still with her, man, like I said. But, yeah, the pipe game was too good. She was liking it way too much, because now she's coming back, and I felt like I had been terrorized. No, I don't buy that for a second, lady. Not at all. They might have had you with the fear of God in your eyes when they were training you down and piping you down and stuff. But besides that, I don't think you felt terrorized. I think you were a willing, consenting adult.
Say no. And he wouldn't take it for an answer. Eventually, I gave in from pressure.
So it's not as easy to say she could have
Pressure
just
bust
said no.
pipes.
She did say no on several occasions. Miss Hall tried
And she had a couple pipes busted all over her.
to get out of this relationship, and she was not allowed to.
Hall concedes.
Okay, so they just held you against your will, right? Now we're talking about something totally different. You know what we're talking about now, right? And I'm not even going to say the word, but it's the big R word, okay? It sounds like now we're getting into that territory, and that's a whole nother different case, okay? That's not suing the police department. That's taking things to another level. That's getting people in prison. Suing is taking things to a whole nother step. But that's what it sounds like they're trying to go with.
She participated under duress. She's not saying she was raped, but adds that the salacious details made public of sex.
So exactly how does that work? If you're saying that the big R word wasn't committed against you, but you were just peer pressured into it. Like I said, I described it before. And I've only watched a piece of this video. I described it before. This is a tactic, a ploy to try to save. It's not even save face because your face is gone. It's plastered over the internet. This is a way for her to stay out of the job market. I'm telling you, man, like she can't go in. She can't even go to a supermarket anymore without people recognizing who she is. I mean, she's straight up YouTube celebrity status. People will recognize her just as much as they will recognize Jake Paul's face, honestly. So you really think she's going to want to go back into a normal 9 to 5? I don't think so. You know everybody's going to be talking behind her back. But hey, man, if this is what you got to do, I guess. You know, it sucks for those other brothers in Radamez because those guys are getting screwed. They'll never be officers again. So where are they going to work at? But the thing about it is those guys, you might not recognize their face as much as you would recognize Bird face over there, you know? I feel like she has an exclusive look. Like she's paler than Casper, and you know, she's got a bird face.
On the job, put her alone center stage, and do not tell the whole story.
They isolated me, they shunned me, they accused me, and they blamed me for becoming a victim.
Hall suffered from depression to the point of considering suicide, and at one point was hospitalized.
So she was going to terminate herself over this. I'm not buying that. I'm sorry. I just can't. I can't buy that, man. What was she going to terminate? See, this is the thing, too. I guarantee you that there's a lot of missing context here because they can skew the timelines like a freaking Marvel movie, man. This is straight up Quantumania. She could have got checked in because something happened with, I don't know, maybe her husband found out about it and she was so embarrassed that she was like, oh, you know, I'm going to terminate myself. Maybe she had something else going on in her life, just like any other American out here, and she was having a hard time dealing with it, and she felt like she wanted to terminate herself. But this could have happened a year before any of this stuff even cracked off. A year before she even touched her first police officer's pipe. I want to know, when did she check herself into the hospital? When was she about to terminate herself? Timelines matter, man. They're not going to say it. They're trying to help her look more like an innocent lady. And trust me, she looks the furthest thing from an innocent lady.
She felt trapped.
My supervisors worked together to take advantage of my vulnerabilities and my mental health. And they used it for their gain and sexual pleasure.
And that included the police chief, Chip Davis.
Wait, so what about her sexual pleasure? I think this thing was going on for a while, okay? I'm going to look more into the story. I suggest you guys look into it too, but this thing had to be going on for a while. So it's not just their sexual pleasure. It's hers too. Otherwise, she wouldn't be laying down with like 5 different officers, okay? I've seen girls like this before. I've been around girls like this before. I've been in the room with girls like this before. Man, I'm just telling you, like, trust me, they're willing, ready, hot, bothered, and ready to go. Telling you, man.
The independent investigation found he was aware of what was going on and even received intimate photos and videos of Hall.
He said, oh, I'm keeping these videos.
When the chief of police is sexually harassing you.
So everything's sexual
harassment.
harassment.
How can I get justice when the entire system, including the chief, not only condoned such behavior, but participated in it? I was lost, and I felt alone.
All right. Bro, I'm ready.
I had no one to turn to, and I had nowhere to go.
Hall now realizes...
Okay, you could have turned to somebody else. Okay, she's saying, the chief of police, I didn't have him. You know what I'm saying? He had my sexual pictures. I couldn't turn to him. You know who you could have turned to? Oh, yeah, it was Trump's fault, too. One night when I was getting my back blown up by Radamez, Donald Trump snuck in the back door and just slipped it in my tailpipe. Like, come on, man. I ain't saying I wouldn't be surprised if he came out and said it. It's Trump's fault. Trump's fault for all this stuff happening. I mean, come on, look. There's places, there's avenues for the police to take if there's something going on in their department that they don't feel comfortable with. There's avenues for you to take. Okay, and that can cause an internal investigation. But you don't want to do that because you know that you were probably, if not the source of the of the things that were happening, But you were the key component. Okay. Yeah, I bet you were willing. I guarantee you were willing and ready to do all this nasty stuff, freaky stuff that your simp ass husband wasn't doing. Because I'm gonna try to pull up a picture of that guy, and he looks like a straight up lame-o. That's why she was taking these BBCs and Rodamez. But she was the source of it, so she don't want to cause an internal investigation. Okay, something where all eyes are going to be on her. She wanted to try to keep this thing under the radar, but the lid ended up getting blown off of it, and now this happens. Now she's trying to come back and save face. You can't save face anymore, but what you can do is get some money so you don't have to be in a normal workplace environment
Career
anymore.
in law enforcement is likely over, and she knows
she don't have a
ugly
bad
memes
body.
on social media will remain forever. Her reputation sullied.
No woman should ever have to endure this type of abuse. What happened to me during my employment at Laverne's Police Department, it should never happen to anyone.
Hall now hopes to put what happened to her.
Man, her ass ain't abused. I don't even want to hear that anymore, dude. She don't have a bad body. And the thing about it is once you're around somebody for so long, let me see, gotta minimize this. Once you're around somebody for so long, just say like in the workplace environment, then you start to say like, oh, you know, they're not that ugly anymore. Like, especially after working for them, you know, months after months, seeing this person every day, you start to see another, oh, well, you know, she doesn't look too bad. She doesn't look like a baby bird. She looks like an eagle now. Like, you know, like she's not as ugly as you thought she was. So, I don't know, man. I think this whole thing is absolutely ridiculous. I think that woman is absolutely ridiculous for what she is trying to pull. And I'm going to try to pull up a picture of her husband real quick. Wait, is that him? That can't, no. With a name like that? No way. Okay. Here he is, King Simp. They say his name is Jedediah? This fool's name is Jedediah? I don't know any white guys with the name Jedediah. Here. That's crazy. All right, that's him right there. Look at this guy. And he's still with her. He's going to try to stay with this baby bird looking freak right here. I mean, come on, dude. This is King Simp all the way. Guys, never be like this guy. He's the one that's giving us a bad name. Like, oh, you know, he's being a good, that's what he's going to be praised as too. Oh, you're being a good man. You're being a good husband. You're being a stand-up man. While your wife is out here being an absolute SLUT. I was about to say something else, but I don't think YouTube would like that. Being a straight up SLUT. Ugly as shit. Man, I'm telling you, man. I've been railing on these men. You guys are losing it, man. You guys are making us look stupid out here. But anyway, that's the video for today. I'll be back tomorrow. I hope y'all liked it. Peace. I see my views went up from 5 to 19. So, like, keep watching the videos, man. Give me some criticism. Like the video, too. If you want to share it, go ahead and share it. But I'm going to keep trying to come with some heat. So, yeah, love you guys. Keep watching. Peace.